and just drain it, because that's important for the dip, is to have all the water out of it. Okay, that's that. That's gonna drain by itself. This is going aside. Those are the dishes. Back to the making of the dip.
Okay.
So I have a shallot. So a shallot is like a cross between an onion and garlic. Little delicate flavor.
Nice.
And since we're putting it in the food processor, I'm not gonna do too much other than just roughly chop it. Now, there's some more cheese I want.
Wow.
I think that's plenty of cheese.
Is that enough cheese?
Yep. This is Parmesan. And what I'd like you to do is to grate some of that, only on a finer grate.
Oh.
So choose your fine.
I like the wide surface.
Okay, so into the food processor goes the shallots. We're just gonna pulse this a little bit and get it, just get it, actually more than pulse. I'm just gonna get it going so that we really break it up fine. All right. I have about 6 artichokes from a can. And boy, they definitely, my mom uses artichokes for everything. And her mom, our grandmother, was also the artichoke queen. 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. So I'll just eyeball that. So far we've got some, there's nothing wrong with these ingredients. We want about half a container, about 3/4 of a cup of ricotta cheese. We have, let's see, what else here? Salt. About a 1/4 teaspoon, because you need a little bit of salt, little bit of pizzazz. A little bit of cayenne pepper, just to have a little punch, and black pepper. So I'm going double pepper here.
I can do this one. This one I can do too.
You could easily do this.
There's no parlor tricks. You're not doing swirly, whirly.
No, do you have one
of
of these? Do you have a food processor at home?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay,
Yeah,
well you're gonna bring it, actually,
ancient.
You could just mash it all together in a bowl. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is just zest a lemon, and then we're gonna juice a lemon. How you doing? Let me see how
How's
much.
that?
That's plenty.
Is that plenty?
Yep.
Okay, good.
And just here's another trick, Paul. I squeeze like this over my clean hand so that any of the seeds that are gonna go into the food processor, I don't want them in the food processor,
Perfect.
so then they just go in my hand.
Oh, great.
Let's see. I'm gonna move this aside, bring this up here, because we're gonna be using that for this in a second. All right, so now I'm gonna mix this whole baby together and see how it tastes. All right. You know what? This isn't cool. Technically, this should be a little bit more cool. It's not really yet, but I don't think it's gonna matter because we're gonna bake all this. So I'm gonna just stick it in there and give it a quick whir. And now it's gonna start looking.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. That's the dip we know and love. Okay. Pick this off. And I always hold the blade from the bottom here, and then pour this in.
This is going in the oven.
This is going in the oven. Ooh, love the lemon zest. And then we're gonna put both of those cheeses on top of here. And for me, the drink I'm wanting to have with this, to cut through that creamy cheesiness, is kind of like the mother of all drinks, the strongest drink there is, I think, a martini.
Oh.
And I can only have one.
Okay.
All right, so here goes some
I'll
mousse.
cut you off when it gets dangerous.
Yep, and then we have some Parmesan.
Oh,
See?
amazing.
And this goes into a 350-degree oven for 10 minutes. Can you please carefully take this to the oven?
will
Don't
carefully.
burn yourself, don't hurt yourself.
The oven Sherpa is on duty.
And then, last but not least, because you need a little delicious dippingness, is I have a loaf of bread here, and I am just gonna make a quick crostini out of it, which means you slice it thin, and then just brush it with a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper, and you can get it into the oven, and then you have homemade toasts. Thanks for watching. Hungry for more? Click here for more great recipes, and to subscribe, click here. Check back every week for more craveable recipes, leave a comment, and tell me what you think. And don't forget, head over to our other channels for Everyday Food with Sarah Carey, Martha Stewart Weddings, and the Martha Stewart Channel.